This is my project for Freytag's pyramid. It's a little bit difficult to understand why it's a pyramid, but I can explain it. It starts here with the introduction, where the ground is flat. Then, it starts going up this hill with the inciting incident and the beginning of the rising action. Then the rising action continues in these towers. In the highest tower is the climax. Then, the falling action goes down this hill, and the conclusion is at the bottom of the hill. I decided to do Rapunzel. The story of Rapunzel starts with Rapunzel's mother and father. They were about to have a baby, but Rapunzel's mother said that she would die if she didn't get some of the Rapunzel plant that grew in the witch's garden and nowhere else. So, her husband snuck into the witch's garden, took some of the Rapunzel, and brought it to his wife. It worked the first time, but the second time he tried it, the witch caught him. He begged for the witch to give him some of the Rapunzel so he could take it to his wife, so that she would survive. He made a deal with the witch that he could get the Rapunzel, but when the baby was born, he would give it to the witch. So when the baby was born, he took it away from his wife, and he gave it to the witch. The baby was named Rapunzel, after the plant. Rapunzel grew up in a tower. Her hair grew very, very long. To get into the tower, the witch would climb up her hair, because there were no entrances or exits to the tower except for one window. One day, a prince heard Rapunzel singing in the tower. He thought it was so beautiful that he fell in love with her. He climbed up her hair as he'd seen the witch doing, and they fell in love. He agreed to bring her silk so that she could make a silk ladder and escape. But Rapunzel accidentally gave away the prince when she asked the witch why it took her so long to climb her hair when it didn't take the prince as long. So she cut off her hair and left her in the bushes to die. The next day, she dangled the hair out of the tower. The prince came and climbed up the hair. But when he saw that it was the witch there and that Rapunzel was gone, he was so upset he actually jumped out of the tower. He was blinded when he hit the ground and fell on some thorns. But then Rapunzel and the prince found each other again, and two of Rapunzel's tears went into the prince's eyes and he could see again. And that's the climax. Rapunzel got to see her family again, and the prince and Rapunzel were married. They lived together for the rest of their life, and Rapunzel became the queen. In some versions of the story, Rapunzel had twin babies, and they all lived happily ever after. This is the introduction. This is the inciting incident. This is the rising action with these towers. This is the climax, where they find each other. This is the falling action. And this is the conclusion. You can see I've numbered it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And so that's my project for Freytag's pyramid.